Hi, my name is Jenny Odoe.
Hi, my name is Alicia Latinche again.
Hi, my name is Kudirat Abiola.
Hi, my name is Kel Wadibalo.
And we are the Human Rights Group of Temple Secondary School.
Our topic is human rights, and our topic question is the effects of abuse on women and children. And our aim is to raise awareness of the effects of abuse on women and children.
To begin with, abuse can be defined as the derogatory or abusive behavior towards a person. There are different types of abuse like physical, verbal, financial, and emotional.
We have chosen to focus on women and children abuse in Nigeria because over 60% of abuse victims in Nigeria are women and children. This means that it is a very serious issue. A lot of Nigerian culture supports patriarchy and believe that men are superior to women, and we feel we need to do something about this.
This topic is important because it is one that we tend to not want to talk about, and it is one that is looked down upon. Sometimes these forms of abuse can be inflicted upon by the government. How, you may ask? When the government fails to provide basic needs such as right to education and security, it leaves room for people to go into things such as prostitution and drugs, which are abusive on these people. Women can also face several forms of abuse, such as domestic violence, rape, prostitution, and the infringement of basic rights like your right to education and your right to freedom of speech. Later on, because of our studies, we're going to be going to Genesis House to interview two clients, a counselor and a matron, to get primary data on the effects of these experiences and how it has shaped their lives today. Woman X, we just want to know your story and how you got to Genesis House and the different types of abuse that you face.
I came out from school when I saw my mom and my dad and a strange man. My mom said it was a new tenant. My mom now introduced me to him and told me this is her daughter. One day he called me up and sent me to buy something for him. When I came back, I gave him, he tinkled my hand. I told my mom said he was just playing with me. Then one day, when nobody was at home, I was feeling sick in the school. When they rushed me down home, my friend helped me out and brought me back home. So I put my uniform, I lie down on the bed. This man knocked, I didn't answer. So he walked in and saw me. He asked me what is wrong with me. I told him that I'm so ill that I couldn't move, that he should help me out and buy drugs for me. He was like, are you sure you are ill? Who is at home? I told him, nobody is at home. He still asked me, what about your mom? I told him that, are you not the one that take her to the market this morning? He was still asking me, what about your dad? He started asking me questions. So which I told him that I was the only one at home. He said, are you sure? Yes. He went outside to check. Which he checked, he came back inside. And that is how he raped me. The only thing I can remember is when I found myself in the hospital. We looked for him. He was nowhere to be found. This is how he left the house with his things inside. They looked for him. We went to the police station. They couldn't do anything about it. That is how the case was left. So when I lost my mom, that is when I knew that my dad wasn't doing anything for the family. It was all along for my mom that used to pay our school fees. I faced all difficulties. I went to look for a work outside there. So I found a work that is Purita business, so which I started. So I met a friend along the line that told me about a journey that they are taking girls abroad. So I said, okay, no problem, since it's going to better my life. So we started a journey with this woman. We went to Niger. After Niger, we went down to desert. I found myself in Libya. So I told this woman, where is the job? She was like, this is where you are. Which she told me that I have to decide on two things, to prostitute or to do Arabo work. Arabo work means house help. So I was like, okay, I will go with the second option, the Arabo work. She was like, no, that I can't pay her money fast. That one is going to take time before I pay. I have to do a prostitution to pay her money. We started arguing. She said I was very stubborn. She sold me out for 250,000. She sold me out to Arab woman. Arab woman now went and sold me out to another Nigerian woman that bought me. They have to take me to a place. I have to see some girls. How they are being tortured. So they torture these girls. They put groundnut oil in the fire. They have to burn their faces. I still see another girl that they tied up. She was naked. So they now ask the girl to chew cucumber because they want to insert it in a private part, or they will call a man, like 10 men, to sleep with her. So I was like, what is all this? They have to tell me that if I didn't do what they're asking me to do, this is what they're going to do to me. That is why I decided to agree to it. So that was what happened. And when I came back from Libya, so I told them I don't want to go back home. And they brought me to Genesis house. When I came to Genesis house has been like the home that I never had in my life. They take me in, they clothe me, they wash me up clean, they put me in the right path. Things I don't know how to do, like to read. I see myself building my reading skills, learning computer, learning the word of God, learning catering, learning how to sew, and other things here.
Apart from what Genesis House has done for you, and apart from what you've learned from Genesis House, like, were there things that you were able to do before that you cannot do anymore? Or were there things that you thought about life before that you do not anymore?
Yes, let me say, I never intend to forgive my father. So, but Genesis House taught me how to forgive him and move on with life. Because if I forgive him, I'll be a successful girl in life. That's what I've been taught in Genesis House.
Okay, what do you think that the government and the people around you can do to help people who have been in your situation, girls who have faced the same things?
I think they should help them, encourage them, and hear their own mind, and be able to do one or two things for them to change their mind.
I've been abused when they are taking me to abroad. They say they're taking me to Italy, so I never know that they are taking me to live in Cotonou to go and do prostitution there. So they deceived me, told me that I want to go and start work. They said they want to do passport for us. We'll be going to school in Italy. As we are going, they told us they will drop us in Lagos to take our passport. So if they do our passport, they take us to abroad and go and pay our money with hairdresser. We can do hairdresser, we can go to school there. They will be paying us money in the school. So everything we need, they will give it to us. So meanwhile, they take us to live Cotonou. When we get there, we saw many guests. Then the guests, they are in the hotel, they are smoking, some are drinking. We don't know what they are doing. We just ask them, we are now. They say we are in Cotonou, that here we are, we have to pay our madam, we have to work as the guests are working. We say we cannot do this. So they lock us up for 2 good months. They don't put up for us to sleep anywhere. But later the day, they started questioning us that why do we say we want to travel, that we don't know that we are going to do prostitution? We said that he did not tell us, so he did not tell us he want to come and use us to do prostitution in this country, that it's not Cotonou that he's told us that she's taking us to. But she said we must do it, that if we don't have any hope, that if we want to go home, let us do the prostitution and pay money back. If we not give us phone to call our parents, then we seize our phone, collect everything that we have, lock us up, say that we do that work, we release us. And if we want to go back home, we must do that work to pay the money back for us to go back home. We cannot use our money to take us back until we work that prostitution. Going 2 months, we have not started working, and they lock us up. Sometimes we will not give us water to drink, nothing until they keep maltreating us. So meanwhile, we don't have any choice. We decided to start the work. We started the work, not getting too long. Police started coming to the hotel. They started looking for young girls. They said they are looking for 18 years old and 17 years old to carry back to Nigeria. They are using them for prostitution. Our madam heard it, that we are afraid already that police is starting looking for girls in Cotonou. So she told her that she want to take us back to Nigeria, which we forget about the money. Never know she's taking us back to another country to pay our money, to go and do slave and pay our money. We passed through desert and go back to Libya. I went to go and be paying our money back in Libya, doing prostitution there also. So they locked me up for 3 months. When I called my family, they told my family that I steal money, that the money I steal, that is the reason why they locked me up. Till I decided that I steal money before they will release me. Because of that, I started doing prostitution. When I started doing money, they said I should pay 1 million points. After paying that 1 million points, I told my madam I want to go to Italy. She said that she will take me to Italy. I pay money extra, more than 500,000 that I pay for my madam. she take me to want to go across to Mediterranean Sea. When I get to Mediterranean Sea, that is when they catch up in the sea. They take us to the prison. I went to Libya prison, about 3 prisons, where they take us to before they deport us back to Nigeria. In 7 good months, I'm in my Libya prison. I suffer a lot, many injections they used to give us in that prison that will frustrate, will not remember where we are coming from. But today I'm still alive. God brought me to Genesis House for a purpose.
What do you think that the government can do to help people who have been in your situation and people who are just like you?
What I wanted to do is that they should stop this trafficking, all this trafficking, they should stop it because many of our guests are suffering.
The experience I had when they came, some of them, they like fighting, gossiping, keeping malice. Nowadays, many of them, they can forgive easily. They love one another, they can relate together, share their things together, and at the same time, they listen to the word of God and they pray more. We have been having many people coming in to assist us, and we are still pleading that government will assist us more and more, because some of them are still having mind of going back to school, and where some of them want to learn some skills. The advice I have for them is that they should not give up, because some of them, what led them to all these things is poverty or maybe broken homes.
My name is Jumoke Adeyemi. I'm the program manager at Genesis House. We've had a couple of interviews, which I'm sure you've heard with the girls. It's quite, disturbing the kind of situations that we have going on now. With girls being trafficked, as low as 10 years, 11 years, and we know that the government presently is doing a lot to help out with the situation. We've got NAPTIP, we've got even NGOs, private organizations who are doing a lot to help with the situation. We thank God for what we've been able to do so far with, at Genesis House, and with the rehabilitation of the girls that we have. But we also are calling out on other people, other private bodies, and even the government to please do more to help out with the situation. With girls, that should be in school, who should have, plans for the future, great futures, ahead of them, having to be, taking through such terrible experiences. So generally, it's just a call out, it's a shout out, society, family unit, everywhere, because all of this starts from the family, and even people when you give birth, how are you managing your home? For the girls, the effect that it has had on them, going through this terrible experiences has been very terribly, of course, psychologically, socially, in every way, spiritually, they've really been affected, and it's part of our process when they come in, firstly to attack the situation from the spiritual, psychological, and generally, the well-being of the female child. That's what we attack when they come in. It's a program with different phases, and then later on we now try to empower them through learning of vocational skills and all that. That comes later, because really their well-being is really paramount. After, once they get here, we see that they are battered, emotionally, a lot of them, their self-esteems are, completely, if not completely gone, it's in a terrible place, So that's really the situation when they come here.
Now, you have been privy to their experiences.
You've seen what they go through.
Do not be a bystander.
Stand up and speak up.
Say no.
Say no.
Say no.
Say no to abuse.